Hi friends, Allie here. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to crochet this bauble or ornament applique and this bell applique. These patterns are a part of a crochet advent calendar series I've been working on. If you're not familiar with the series, then check out my advent calendar playlist here on my YouTube channel or head over to my website, theturtletrunk.com, where it has all the info and all of the free crochet patterns to make this advent calendar. But even if you're not making the advent calendar, you can still make these appliques and use them for whatever you'd like. You can sew them onto projects or add a hanging loop and use as decorations. Now if you're ready to get started, let's head over to our supply list and let's get making. For these patterns, you'll need medium 4-weight yarn. You'll need about 7 yards of red yarn and 9 yards of yellow yarn to make both of these patterns. You'll also need a 3.75 millimeter or F hook, scissors, and a yarn needle. We're going to make the bauble first using our red yarn. I'm going to start with a magic circle. And secure that with a chain 1. Now working inside of the circle, I'm going to work 8 half double crochets. At the end of the round, I'm going to take that short tail end there and pull it tight to close the hole. And then I'm going to join to the first half double crochet we worked with a slip stitch and chain 1. The chain 1 at the beginning of each round does not count as a stitch. So for round 2, I'm going to work 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, starting into that first stitch, the same stitch that we joined to. So just work 2 half double crochets into each stitch around for round 2. At the end of the round, I'm going to join to the top of the first half double crochet with a slip stitch and chain 1. Our stitch count is now at 16. Now for round 3, we're going to be working single crochets. So in the first stitch, we're going to work 1 single crochet, and into the next stitch, work 2 single crochets. We're going to repeat that around. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. On the last stitch of round 3, we're going to change colors to yellow. So I'm going to start that last single crochet as normal. I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop. But before finishing that final pull through, I'm going to drop my red yarn, pick up my yellow yarn, and do that final pull through with my yellow yarn. Now I'm going to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. So now we're going to be working the top part of the bauble. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So now I'm working back the opposite way, and we're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And then I'm going to single crochet in each of those 3 stitches again. And there we have the top part of our bauble. So now we can cut off our yarn, both the yellow and the red, and just weave in all of your ends on the back side. And that's it. If you'd like, you can add a hanging loop to the top, and there is our bauble. Now we're on to the bell, and we're going to be using our yellow yarn. We're going to start by chaining 8. Then we're going to double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook, double crochet into the next chain, half double crochet in each of the next 2 chains, single crochet into the next chain, and then into the very last chain, we are going to work 4 single crochets. Now we're going to be working on the opposite side of the foundation chain. So we're going to single crochet into the next chain, half double crochet in each of the next 2 chains, and then double crochet in each of the last 2 chains. At the end of the row, you should have a total of 14 stitches. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And for row 2, we are going to single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Then work 2 single crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. And then work 1 single crochet in each of the last 6 stitches. At the end of row 2, we should now have a stitch count of 16. We're going to chain 1 and turn. For row 3, we are going to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Then we're going to work 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. And then 1 single crochet in each of the last 7 stitches. At the end of row 3, our stitch count is now at 18. And now we're going to be working across the bottom of the bell. So I'm going to turn it 90 degrees clockwise so that now we're working across the bottom of the bell. So now we are going to work 3 half double crochets into the same stitch that we last worked into. So the same stitch we worked our last single crochet into, we're now going to work 3 half double crochets. Then continuing across the bottom, we're going to work 2 half double crochets into the edge of that double crochet stitch from the first row. So we're going to work 1 half double crochet, and then beside it we'll work another half double crochet, and that's going to bring us now to the middle of the bell. And right in that middle space, we're going to double crochet, chain 3, and then double crochet back into that same space. Now we're going to half double crochet again in the next 2 spaces. And then in the very last space, we're going to work 3 half double crochets. So going into the top of that single crochet space in the corner, right in there, we're going to work 3 half double crochets to match the other side, and then we can join with a slip stitch into the next stitch. And then you can tie off your yellow yarn and weave in your end on the back side. So there is our little bell. Now we can grab our red yarn and add the little bow to it. So I'm going to cut a 6-inch strand of red yarn. And with my yarn needle, I'm just going to loop that through the top of the bell, working between rows 2 and 3 and just in the center. I'm going to weave it through so that the 2 ends of my yarn are at the front. Then I'm just going to tie a small bow, and then you can cut off any excess yarn that you have. And there we have our little bell applique. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to check out my website or the playlist here on my YouTube channel for the rest of the Advent calendar tutorials, or if you just like to make some more Christmas and winter themed appliques. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.